September we met, I could tell by your smile. You hadn't been with a good girl.
Point number 8.
Point number 8
Yeah, you were
is
impressed.
teamwork.
Couldn't leave me alone. Text me.
Hi guys, welcome back to our page, our channel, the Mampas.
Members.
Yes guys, as you can see, I think from the title here that we'll be talking about conflict resolution. Yeah, that's I think a big part.
Tharabollo ya dintwa.
Huh? Oh wow, okay. Whatever he said, yeah. So we just thought we should do a video about conflict and maybe get to share a bit of our stories and how we got to solve certain stuff and how we do. We are not where we want to be, but definitely there is.
One step at a time.
Yeah, there's definitely change from when we got married and now. Yeah, so hope you're gonna learn something from this. Yeah, and also learn from our mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think what we can start off by is, do you remember our first fight?
First fight.
Yes, married. Yeah, let's talk about when we married. Because I think, before you get married, you hear a lot of first year marriage is like usually the hardest. Apparently, you fight a lot because you're just not used to this person. I have a friend who shares a flat with this couple who apparently during this lockdown, it's bad, guys, and they recently just got married. So for us, it wasn't the case.
Actually, I'm trying to think of the first fight.
But first fight, yes, I do remember.
Okay, when you talk about maybe it'll just ring a bell or
I
something.
probably won't remember, but it was, so we got married on the 30th of November. Our first fight was on Christmas, the following month. We went to your sister's home, and I don't remember the details of the fight, but I think we were not supposed to take time. It was late in the evening, and we ended up staying longer. And for some reason, I think we both were upset with it. I don't remember, something like that. But we were in the car from your sister's going back home. We had a fight. You don't remember? I remember.
No, but what was the fight? That you stayed longer, you wanted to come earlier, or?
Oh, you wanted to come earlier, and I just kept talking with your sister. One of the two, but there was we stayed longer than we had planned.
This one, honestly, I'm not gonna say it's a fight. We had disagreement.
Babe, that one was a fight. No, that one.
But why don't I remember it?
Because you don't remember most of the fights. I also don't remember most, but I remember that because I think it was like a big thing to say, okay.
It was just a big thing because it was the first time. So
yeah,
but
it was not necessarily that the issue itself was big.
Yeah,
but
it was just the first time you just see my hair getting.
I don't know. Yeah, and came back home. I don't remember. We didn't talk. I think we went to sleep. Yeah. Do we? You don't remember?
No, but
yeah. But anyway.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's fine. And what role do you play during a fight or during an argument?
Who, me?
Yes.
Me, I give up easily. I just like to keep quiet and say, keep your opinion, keep my opinion. So that I don't know what role is that. Am I a peacekeeper? Am I someone?
Definitely not a peacekeeper.
Because for me, honestly, the moment the argument or the conversation gets a bit heated up, I shut down in a way of I don't wanna say things out of feelings. I might say something that is very wrong. So I always choose to keep quiet. And she doesn't like that. I keep quiet and she's like, we're gonna talk. And by then I'm here.
Wait, with that voice.
Yeah. By then I'm here. So for me, I just prefer to say the only thing that I think I'm doing wrong is that when I say I'm done talking at that time, even tomorrow I won't come back and say let's continue. Yeah. When I'm done there, then that's it for me. I'm done. I think it's something.
And then fake it until we make it happen.
Yes. For me it works.
But it doesn't work. So, but like So you're saying the real reason why you actually shut down is because you don't want to say things that might hurt.
Yeah, because the thing is, by then I'm no longer speaking out of love. I'm speaking out of emotions, of whatever that is coming out of.
Yeah.
You can say whatever, and you find that you're not meaning it. It's just because of the spur of the moment. I don't like to come to apologize for something that I shouldn't have even said. I should have just kept quiet. I think for me, it's safer to keep quiet than saying something that you'll regret saying.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are like him, who they think they're peacemakers. Are they? I don't know. And obviously I'm the total opposite of that. And he's saying it in that because obviously it's a direct clash, because I cannot pretend to save my life. If I'm upset, I want us to talk about it now, and it must just pass now. And I think with his method, sorry babe, I think with your method, we stay angry longer because we didn't deal with the issue. We, even if we are not necessarily shouting at each other, but we're not okay because you're still getting used to letting go slowly but sure. So me now, I'm like bang bang bang, and after that life can go on, we can be free.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, that's what works for her. You find that you talk bam bam bam. Now I'm still upset. I still wanna calm down. And then she's like so happy because we spoke. Then she wanna be all nice. And
he wants to hold.
Not on. For me. I wanna keep back. I like just chill and detox whatever that I had. Then yeah.
But then how long is the right length, if I put it that way?
So
to stay for, I guess the couples that are like us,
they can discuss it like with us. I think something.
Once upon a time we did that.
Yeah, once upon a time, but after then we never really had somewhere whereby we broke that rule to say sleep and wake up the following day.
Okay, what were you gonna explain? The break.
I was trying to explain to say you as a couple, you talk about it to say the thing about it. Talk about when you're happy. Don't talk about it when there's an issue.
Yeah.
So when you guys are chilling, you're happy, you discuss, you say, okay, so if it happens that we get into an argument, because argument is something that you cannot run away from in marriage. Marriage usually opposite attract. So you are the total opposite of your partner. Sometimes, yeah. So it's not a must, but it's sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so frictions do happen. So
yeah, they do happen. So it's just a matter of you talking about them to say, okay, so if it happens that we get in an argument, because you know your personality, that you are the kind of person who needs space before you talk about things, and I want to talk now. What do we do about it? Do we talk about it now? Then if you need a break, how long do you need the break? So whoever that prefers, like myself, who prefers a break, I need to be the one to say, okay, now I feel comfortable. Maybe if we had an argument after an hour, that's when you can talk. I would have came down. So you need to have that conversation, because it's unfair if I'm just gonna.
It's unfair on both if there is no time frame. One, if we get upset and not talk for the longest time, then it's unfair for a person like me because I need to talk. But also if we want to talk about it now, it's unfair for a person like him because then it's not giving him. So but now if you agree on a time of maybe 2 hours or so, or
find a common ground. And
also you need to talk about who then needs to come back and say it's now 2 hours. It's time to talk.
Exactly.
We tried this last year.
Yeah.
We don't really do that anymore, but we did try it, and it worked. It worked for a while, and I guess we stopped doing it because I guess we also grew. It was easier to not stay angry.
And obviously as you get used to someone, it's not like the fight are getting less and less. It's just a matter of you getting used to how to deal with your person and how to deal with your conflict.
Yeah.
And it's not like there's a manual whereby you can say step one, do this step. Just at first communicate when you're happy about conflict. That's something that works. So when you guys are happy, excited, taking that young road trip, or you are chilling at some farmer's market, talk about it to say if it happens that we get into an argument, how do we deal with it? Because consciously when you're in a fight, you start thinking about those good times to say,
what did we discuss?
What did you discuss? Yeah.
Sometimes you remember, sometimes you don't.
You choose not to remember. That's the effect of the matter. You will remember, you just choose
not to act on it rather. And what about sleeping in another room?
That is not allowed in this house.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm not saying out of.
Sounded like
I'm not boasting or anything. Yeah, so with us, it's one of those things. When we were happy, like we used to have this thing, we called it. What did you call those
The Constitution.
The Constitution, yes.
Oh, yeah.
We used to have something like that. You write
While we're still dating.
Yeah, while we're still. This is what you do in early marriage. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah. I remember. Yeah. So we, and also I think in premarital we definitely touched on that. That do not sleep in another room.
Sleep angry.
Yes, but we'll talk about that. I wanted to ask you, we'll get to that not sleeping angry part and how practical is it, but also I mean about sleeping in different rooms. Because life really happens where you do fight or you do argue at night. It's 10 o'clock and then boom, it starts. You know what then happens, or it happens when you're already ready to sleep.
It's her favorite times. Like also you waking me up in the middle of the I don't know, like in the middle of the night, just got waking up. We need to talk. I'm like,
we'll get to that. Okay, but anyway, the point I was trying to put across, right, that it does happen for us to argue at night, and because of those decisions and those talks we've had when we're happy to say we don't sleep in different rooms, I am more likely to go to another room to just take a breather and take like an hour and come back. But I never spent the night. I will just go midnight, I'm back in the room. Hopefully he's fast asleep at that time, you know. Yeah, but we've never done that, and we will not do that. We choose not to do that. It's not, because once you do that, yeah, like every Friday ginger, you know what, another room, you know. And yeah, so I want to talk about that. How practical is it to not sleep with anger?
Yeah, the thing about it is, I'm gonna be technical about this one.
And honest.
Yeah, technical and honest. The thing about it, sometimes you're not really sleeping with anger. If probably we talk and everything, maybe then we say, okay, fine.
Yeah.
We spoke about it, we resolve whatever that it is. Naturally, as a person, you're still gonna have that. Your heart was still up there. It's coming down.
Yeah.
The thing about it, you'll sleep. Chances are you won't be as friendly as you used to be other times when you sleep. So you can't expect.
It's still coming down.
It's still coming down. You can't just expect to. Okay, we're fighting. Then all of a sudden, now I'm gonna sleep holding you. Probably in the middle of the night, subconsciously, when I don't just hold you. But
but if you're upset, you don't hold me.
That's exactly what I'm saying. To say sometimes you not necessarily you spoke about it, you earned it out, but you're still coming down. You're not angry, you're coming down. Yeah.
So is it really practical to sleep without anger? Like, because I know there's a verse
you don't sleep with anger, like I'm saying. You look at it like forgive and forget. It's one of the things. You forgive something, but you haven't forgotten. So it's just the same thing. You spoke about the thing, you solved the issue. But you're not angry. You just
but those are such certain situations. But haven't we had situations where we argue maybe in the afternoon or at night, and we don't even have that talk. We don't even discuss. Haven't we had situations like that where I'm angry, you angry, we didn't talk about it, we just sleep? Yes, that's because my question honestly is not to be very technical, but like really, you know, even as the Bible also says that the sun mustn't go down on you while you're still angry. But everyday life, how practical is it? Because I feel like, yes, now where we are currently, it's something that I think we have on lockdown. We really try our best to solve things before we go and sleep. But I think a few months ago, it was possible. I'll be upset, you'll be upset. Everybody faces a different direction. And that's when I wake up in the middle of the night. Because that's when it comes in, like I said, I can't pretend, I cannot
by then,
sit with things in my head. I feel I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, just sleep.
I know, and he sleeps, guys, and he's such a good pretender. Like, things can be not okay, and he can, his life will go on now. Oh my word, my life is, so hence I wake him up. Like, if I cannot sleep, most of the time I can't sleep if I'm not okay. So I wake him up, say, let's talk. And Lord, you see that. And which is, at the same time, it's not really right, because you are not in your best mind. You're not in the best, to give good answers.
I have forgotten all the tactics of responses on how
the punchlines.
Yeah,
ooh,
so
Lord Jesus.
By then I've just rebooted my system.
You just like, and I'm like, wah. You know. And how do you know that I'm angry? How do you tell?
So with my wife, it's
Okay.
with my wife. One thing that if she's angry, she doesn't give me attention. When I say she doesn't give me attention, she doesn't look at me. She doesn't
Uncheck.
She doesn't. She doesn't uncheck. And when she goes to the room, she doesn't like closing the door. When she goes to
Like
the room,
typically on a normal basis.
doesn't like closing the door. Even going to the bathroom, she just pushes the door, but she doesn't close the door. So when she's angry, I will check it. Then you'll hear the door in the room closing. When she goes to the bathroom, locking even the door. So that's how I tell her, oh, my.
But what do you do about it? You don't do anything
I
about
don't
it.
do anything about it, but I'm just saying, I take note. I actually give you space when it's something like
And
that.
I don't want space.
Not
At
by
that
then.
time, I can get space. It's come for space.
Yeah, no, but
Come to me to say, baby, you are banging doors. Talk to me.
For me, I give it that therapy to bang the doors and calm down.
Therapy. How do I tell if you're upset? I'm just trying to think. Well, you don't smile. I think that's the first thing. You're always smiling, like practically, or most of the time you're smiling. But the smile goes away. You become so serious. You hold your phone a lot. Yo, go to Instagram. Like, sometimes it's not necessarily that you're doing it. Sometimes you're really just staring at it. You don't even want to look at me in my face. Yeah, those are the type of things. That's things I see when, like, okay, I'm talk about it. But I feel like I hardly ever see you angry. I feel like I upset you. You upset me, then I upset you. It always comes like that. Yeah. And also, what about when we fight, going home? You know, there are people who, when they do fight, they pack their bags and go home and come back tomorrow. You know,
we've never had that situation, but I think it always goes back to, like I say, you talk about things when you are all happy and excited. In this house, we never had that experience, or we never spoken about it to say when you're angry you can pack up and go home. Yeah. You can go out, drive, get ice cream, go to McDonald's, but you're gonna sleep in this house.
You must come back.
Fact of the matter, you're gonna sleep here. There's no bed there for you at home.
Yeah.
You're gonna sleep here. So I think for us, what works for us, because for me, most of the times you find that I'm very upset and just go out and take a young drive, and that helps a lot for me. Yeah. I go out, take a drive, and even if I don't buy anything at McDonald's, just go maybe turn around, then come home, then I'm fine.
And I think another reason why it's like that, apart from the conversations we had, but also when we're dating, we decided that we will not do the whole breakup and makeup thing.
Yeah.
We agreed, even if we fight, no breakup and makeup. Yeah. We solve it. If we break up, we are done. You know, so even now that we're married, even if it's such a big thing, what I do though is I do go to my parents' house.
She like detoxing.
Yes, like you'll come I just need some air from you. So I'm not driving to see my parents. Never at night, always in the afternoon. Yeah. And just go see my parents.
And to show that she's not okay. When we are finding everything, she hardly say no, I want to go home. She just say in person. But to show that she's not fine.
Yes, you know my parents are subscribed. They're listening to this.
She'll tell you now, I'm going to Frankfurt. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, so I do. I'm sure my parents are gonna be like, oh, so she comes only when they're fought. No, not when we're fought. When I need a break, that's the only time. And I think
I don't go home. I'm die hard here.
I kill you, daughter. You don't want to show. Yeah. Okay. And another thing I want to talk about is how we were raised. Do you think that had an impact on how we solve issues now? Because obviously we were brought up in different families.
Yeah, so subconsciously, if I could use that, I feel like that has a lot of impact, and without even knowing, you just there are some certain things that you just inherit or you just get accustomed to by when you grow up seeing it. Yeah. Because for me personally, when I grew up, I've never seen my parents fight or argue. My parents were always happy. I've never seen a point where
like my grannies. Yeah.
I've never.
Like you don't even imagine.
I've never seen them, and obviously when I'm married now, I'm realizing that they actually fight, but you will never see them fight. They can fight, but when they're in front of you, they're so smiley, they're all happy. I've never seen that. So I think that gets to a point whereby sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. For me, I feel like it's good or bad because now I feel like I avoid a lot of things.
Because
Trying to say I'm creating the peace, I'm just triggering her, and she's the one to talk about things. She doesn't like avoiding things, so I think it's a.
So what you're saying is the fact that you grew up not seeing your parents fight. You also even here you don't want to talk about them. You find that your parents talked about things, but because they never did it in front of you,
I just
you think they didn't talk
just
about it
leave
at
them.
all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and for me, my parents. I don't know how to put this one. My dad is a very vocal person, as in like he doesn't hide, and I like that about my dad. He speaks and I think that I really took that from my dad. To when he's not okay, I think he was very open. Now my dad, even at home, he woke me up at 7 o'clock and say, have a meeting. And I used to hate that. Oh my word. But I think somehow it was preparing me to say, if I'm not okay, and if we are not okay, we need to talk. And I'll see it with him and my mom. You know, I would see it a lot that he spoke out a lot. And my mom was more quiet in front of us. Not that my dad was shouting, but I'm just saying that I think he was more vocal when I looked at their characters, you know. Yeah. So I think that's that. But I think there's so much to talk about, but I think time is moving. Yeah. Okay, last question. In our ideal world, or in your ideal world, how would you want me to react in terms of conflict resolution? Because obviously, like we explained, currently you're the type who doesn't want to talk about things and wants to just fake it and ignore it until it passes, and I want to talk about it. But if you had to have it your way, how would you want me to act? No, if that makes sense.
No, for me, I don't have a problem with how you currently are. It's just a matter of when people like to talk about things, then they are the type to say things that offend the next person. They're just making the next person to shut down even more. Because you might want to talk about it now. I'm upset. Then you start saying things. Then you might say something that will even make me you make my shell even harder. So I'm just getting more and more hidden into my cocoon.
So what would you prefer?
To
choose words wisely, rather.
Yeah, choose words and also discern, man. You know. I've read somewhere or I've heard someone saying, naturally a person gets angry for like an hour. Over an hour is a choice. You choose to stay like that. So maybe give me a break. After an hour, come. Let's talk about that. Because after an hour, if I'm still like giving attitude, that means I'm choosing to be like that. But discern. I mean, like you just need to discern. Yeah.
Okay, and I think for me, what I would really prefer is, like, I don't mind giving you the space, and it's something that I think we've learned to do very well. I don't mind to give you the space to speak calmly and stuff, but I think what I would prefer is, after that space, I really would love for you to come back. Because I think I'm like more of a peacemaker here. I'm more of like, okay, let's now sit down and talk. I would love for you to do exactly that. Sometimes, come when I'm sitting in the room and I'm journaling over it. Yes, I want to hear those words. I like to journal, and that's when I like vent a lot. And sometimes I just wish and pray and hope he could just open the door and to say, baby, let's talk. But one step at a time.
Yeah, no,
but I think from this video, guys, let's learn to respect each other and not try and change each other, but try and find common ground.
And one thing about conflict that I'm sorry to say, I feel like I'll keep on emphasizing. Don't wait for you to have a fight for you to start talking about things. So when you're happy, raise it's an uncomfortable conversation to have, to say when you are fighting. Some people will be ignorant to say, who said you're gonna fight? But one thing for sure, reality is
that was you once upon a time.
Reality in marriage, you're gonna fight.
That is true.
And you're gonna fight, and then relationship. And if you think you fought, you're gonna fight, then fight until
get to your level highest.
You can never run away or hide away from it. Because the thing about it, for you to move on, for you to learn, you need to have had some sort of friction.
Yeah, and also to learn each other.
Yeah.
It comes from that, yeah. So also, like I was saying, don't try and change each other. Just learn to adapt, you know. And also, when you have bad habits, you as a person, you learn to shut that off. Obviously, when you're okay and start talking about it, you'll be like, I didn't like how you spoke to me. Next time, don't raise your voice, speak calmly, and something. And next time, instead of when I'm talking to you, please look at me, and things like that. But you don't try and change the next person to say, when I talk back. When I ignore you, ignore back. No, just try and find common ground with both your personalities. I'm sure there are couples where both of you are like chatterboxes, or both of you are quiet. But I think the bottom line is communication is very important. For me, what really works for me, I'm not sure if you know this, but when we do fight, that is my time where I really just go to God, and that I think He gives me the courage to come to talk to you, because I'm listening to worship music and I'm trying to pray, but then God is like, go talk to your husband, go talk to your husband, you know. So also let Holy Spirit just work on you, you know, because I think as people can be very stubborn, and you just need that God element to be like, you know, to fix you, you know, so that you can try and work better. Yeah. So, but anyway, we hope you learned something. We are people, we do have arguments, but we love each other and we'll stay married.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, arguments are there, guys. It happens. Don't be afraid. You learn.
However you choose to call them.
Yes.
Fights, disagreements, whatever. Even if you sugarcoat them, fact of the matter, they exist.
Yeah.
And
all right. Bye, guys.